EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They go play action here on first down. That is caught by Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hot 70, hot 70. Pass to 60, pass to 60.
He'll drop to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Lamar changing the play. And now an audible here into something else.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Alpha, say hi. It's hot. You change it.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
Report.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Kyle Duggar in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now.
Taken from just outside the 30. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
jet sweep to start the drive.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 46, here's second down and a yard.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
There he goes left side.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, smash Broncos! Cowboy 80!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Second and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
This now a 3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lamar changing the look. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready? 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Huh. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Check. Rig. Hurt.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, check that. Street.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Middle.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
This is 2nd and 8. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They go play action with Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. This one complete to Ingram. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
Okay, ready?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's go now.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cougar 19. 60 vices, 60 vices. Reload, reload. Ready,
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's David Ajabo there for the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
on the ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Dodgers. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Trap 50, trap 50. Go.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. A very solid gain of 27.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here we go. Start.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on, come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 13-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Here's Jackson throwing on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Ingram. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they'll change things up.
13.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So that erases a game-tying touchdown.
And wouldn't you hate to be the person that committed the foul on that play? Film is not going to be fun for him. But right now, he's got to regroup and continue to play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, report. No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Ready, set.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Yo.
Now Lamar changing the play. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Quickly completed to the right flat.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Again, Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Now
So it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Panther street! Panther street! Unlock right! Unlock right!
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Panther 60! Panther 60! Go!
On play action, they'll throw.
Open man is Quintez Cephas. He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Quintez Cephas.
75 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews from 8 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Cougar 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Looks right. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 42 yards. And the Lions are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 27, Ravens 17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Jackson on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Quick, ready?
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll audible to something else.
Report! Hey, Ozzie! Shut up!
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll go right back to Andrews. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yo. 13.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again. Here are the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be fourth down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mitchell. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here now, third down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Throwing. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's first down.
Middle.
Off the RPO, he completes it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Jackson. And this one too low.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now they'll shift things around.
Report. No, we changing.
Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here's Ingram. Shreds the tackle, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A toss left side for Mitchell.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Forward.
This is Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a first down.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Jackson going to shift them around. On the ground, it's Tucker. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Hey, report! Report!
Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
13.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Change it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Tucker's kick is good, and with it they have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, pass. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hey.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs.
And he will have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with 17 seconds to play.
Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
19, 18. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Third and 3.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
Check. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Baltimore, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next.